Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we're just going to be doing a short video clip of Gamma. So I recently got attacked. No, not got attacked. I attacked a Gamma 3 out of 5 team with Dormammu on Cosmic Crucible defense, and honestly, I was a little bit blown away. It was my first time fighting them on Crucible defense in sort of Upper Diamond, which is where I'm at right now, and I found it very interesting. So I want to go over that clip and kind of talk about it with you a little bit. So if you're ready to go, let's boil it down. So this is the video clip here. Now this was a couple of days ago now, actually, but I did record it. I recorded it, like I didn't have time to like record it as I was playing it, so I'm kind of doing it after the fact now. And what's interesting is it's this team here on 4. Now they have Abomination at 5 yellow, 5 red. Max, not, I mean, a pretty big Hulk. Also 4 blue Skirmisher. 4 blue Skirmisher She-Hulk. And of course Dormammu. So about a 224k She-Hulk, and that Hulk is huge. And even Abomination is close to 200k. And Tier 16 Black Widow, I'm not gonna, whatever. I'm not gonna comment on the Tier 16 upgrades because I wouldn't do that for Black Widow, just saying that. I think this person probably spends a fair bit, to have as many, and there is a lot of crazy upgrades like Tier 16 Okoye over here as well. That's not part of the footage here today. It is with Abomination. Now, I know what they were getting at with Black Widow to get that speed up, because I think that at least without Red Hulk and without Brawn, for example, that they're kind of slow to start. And so that's my biggest concern. And after seeing this, though, it's kind of made me wonder, like, if I should be trying something similar, because my... what ended up happening once I get through it. So I went in with Eternals, obviously, because Eternals is my backbone, because that's normally what I would use to deal with Dormammu. To flip that immunity into Disrupt so that it can't stealth. I don't know what I was going for. I just had a couple of characters. I'm like, okay, I wasn't really sure what to expect exactly. So I threw in some Shang-Chi here. And, honestly, I forget who I added in here. I think I went for someone up towards the top. Let's skip through. Silver Surfer? That might have been a bit of a waste. Is that what I ended up doing? Probably. Okay, so I did. And Loki was just there to obviously give the turn bar to Cersei early on so that Cersei could go first before Icarus as well. And normally do that to get some a little bit extra damage on Dormammu, I think, sometimes. But also just to get that the vulnerability on him as well. So start off there, you can see that thing's okay. So Cersei does go first here with the mind control. Maybe I put on Abomination. Oh no, Black Widow. Yeah, because if you kill her, yeah, she died once. And so that was fine. And she comes back to life with really low hit points. Which means I was trying to really take advantage of the kill with Icarus. You'll see that in a moment here. And honestly, this was my first time ever fighting Abomination at all. Like, I've never... I think he was in the Viv Vision event, maybe. But, like, other than that, like, I've not seen him in War. I've not seen him in... This is my first time ever as an enemy. So I was very hesitant and not really sure, what to do here. So I went for the ability block on him, and you can see that, like, Black Widow is just like this, which is kind of where I wanted her to be, because Icarus is going to go next. And obviously, this basically makes Black Widow, at least with this combination of characters, pretty inconsequential. So you go in, and she's dead, of course. And luckily for me, I get the... Actually, you know what the big problem is? Sorry for stopping it at that blinding moment. I didn't get... the immunity got removed, I think, from Silver Surfer. And that's a bit of a problem there, because then he still went into stealth, and that was slightly annoying. But everyone got the turn bar. Now, what's interesting there, so you saw that he's healing for a shit ton on his special, 455k, and that is with the Skirmisher ISO. Now, what's really interesting about the Skirmisher ISO on Hulk, I think what a lot of people are doing, I don't know what people are running now. Honestly, I haven't really kept up with, like, the meta of Gamma, so I don't really know what ISOs are best for him at this point. I have Healer Blue 2, because it reminds me of those times where Hulk, in the Wave 1 Avengers, those kind of things, was just bouncing up and down between the 50%. And so that's part of the reason why I thought that maybe Healer would still be okay. with Hulk. I don't know if his focus is crazy huge at all, but obviously if you want to strip any buffs or anything like that, then you're going to need high focus, and I guess that's what the Skirmisher would do as well on counterattacks, I think, and otherwise normal attacks as well. So I go in for the kick, of course, and then that kills Dormammu, so that's not really a big problem. And then we have the three of them, and of course that gives 115% turn bar. Just take a look at that. It used to be like 100%, and now it's like 115%. It's like over a turn. And of course you get the offense up. And let's slow this down a little bit. It might be hard to catch. The slam, it doesn't do a ton. It's like 156k, 128k, 238k. But then the follow-up attack on the Skirmisher actually cleared some buffs a little bit there. Now Abomination took his turn and stunned Silver Surfer, because that's what he does. And then we go for the stun on Abomination, because honestly, I was just kind of afraid of him at this point. A little bit. But he's probably not who I should have been afraid of. And then, of course, you get the She-Hulk passive with the charges, right? She chucks back negative status effects and hits me in the face, did about 200 damage, and actually stunned my Icarus. So she threw back the stun that I put on Abomination, chucked it back at Icarus, and that wasn't very fun. Silver Surfer's dead. Abomination gets to take his turn at some point, I think, or unless I kill him. Maybe I kill him, actually. And so that's not really what I'm here to talk about. I'm kind of here to talk about Hulk. So now, once again, he goes below 50%, and he's at 115% turn bar. And he gets the offense up. And he just one-shot my Icarus for 624,000 damage. I mean, he did have defense down. That was very unfortunate. But he got pushed so fast that he was not able to heal, because obviously he's dead, so he wasn't able to do that. And then I'm like, and this was part of the special. This was not his basic attack. This was the special follow-up smash that Hulk does when he's under low hit points. Now you can see all this healing. It's crazy. 455,000 again, plus another 194,000 here, unless that's from She-Hulk, I don't know. But that's still pretty crazy. And now I'm like, oh shit, I don't have my Icarus. And so the battle continues a little bit. I'm not, you know, it was slow going, honestly. I was just like trying to get Hulk down. I think I ended up finishing off She-Hulk because she's almost dead. And it was just like an absolute mess. I'm just going to scroll through this a little bit anyways, just to kind of show you. I was literally on the ropes. I have like an almost dead Shang-Chi. My Loki is still alive, but I don't know how much that really matters. And, Hulk still has a revive, and like that was nasty. So, yeah, I really was kind of floundering a little bit here. And then I'm like, probably like, you know what? We should probably just kill She-Hulk, because she keeps chucking back the stupid with the passive, right? And doing damage. I'm like, okay, let's finish this off. And that happens. And then my Loki dies, and now I have a clone left over with Shang-Chi and Cersei. And this was quite a wild match, really. And then if we scroll up a little bit, Shang-Chi ends up dying. And I'm literally just doing this with Cersei. And I don't know how this happens. I honestly don't know how I win this. I ended up killing him. I still have that stupid minion, because the minion gets evade, which is hilarious. And then I'm just literally, I guess because of speed, just sheer speed. The fact that Cersei's faster, I can get the buffs up and things and stay alive. And that's really how I ended up winning. So part of this video is me showing like how clutch this was. Also how possibly scary the Gamma team could be on Crucible defense, War defense even. I think they're a slightly more flexible team. I don't think you have to use them on offense necessarily. There's probably a lot of good reasons to use them on offense. But, going back to the beginning, I think that there's some pretty good reasons why you might want to use them on defense as well. And also just not to, to be cautious about this team if you run up against them yourself. Now, at least if you run up against a Black Widow, though, if you're using the Eternals, it probably is not going to make much of a difference here, and I don't think that was a really good team. I'm kind of curious, like, what... I want to do something with my Gamma. Now, my Gammas are kind of weak, but I just don't know what I want to... just for fun, right? Just to throw them up on defense, just to see what would happen. And I came up with this team here. Now, I don't have Abomination because I didn't spend. So, I wanted to replace my hero as Guardians because I didn't feel that they were really performing that well. in Crucible defense, and I came up with this obvious monstrosity. Now, mine are nowhere near as high-powered as the one you just saw. I have a G15 Hulk, a G14 She-Hulk, a G15 Invisible Woman. Now, that's synergy with She-Hulk. And then I have the Thor, which is G15 synergy with Hulk, hoping that the passive might trigger. And then I have Shuri to apply defense up, because honestly, the Gamma team is pretty slow, and so this will provide some survivability. Now, whether, you know, honestly, if I end up baiting in Eternals with this, that would probably be great, because that might end up happening. But otherwise, you know, the problem, I guess, with Gamma without Red Hulk anyways yet is that they're going to be pretty slow. And so I think there'll be a problem getting them going. But based on what I saw, I just want to give something a shot. And let me know in the comments down below. Have any of you given Gamma a shot yet? Do you have bigger... I'm sure some people have bigger Gamma characters than I do. And I would be curious if you've had any luck using them, whether it's Crucible, defense, offense, or even War in just like, you know, a mixed sort of team like I'm attempting. You know, because I just want to do something with them until Red Hulk comes out. I just don't know, is there anything I can really do? I'd be a little bit curious. But either way, it seems like they do smack pretty hard. At the very least, if you have a really big Hulk, that special can hit pretty hard, and he keeps his healing up. Now, as you can see, I do have Healer ISO, so that's what I'm running right now. And I'm going to have to get that blue ISO upgraded on She-Hulk, because I think she is level 75 now, so I should go back and do that. So that's the end of this quick video for Crucible Gamma. Till next time, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see y'all later. Boilon signing out.